Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, growing gun violence concerns in the Star City, how candidates for Roanoke's next Commonwealth's attorney plan to address this issue.
And a first look at Danville's future Caesars Casino Resort, when construction is expected to break ground. Good evening and thanks for joining us for 10 News at 6. I'm Lindsay Ward.
I'm Brittany McGraw. John Carlin has the night off. The city of Roanoke has been dealing with a spike in violent crime. The latest incident this week left a 21-year-old woman dead.
10 News reporter Sydney Jackstimer joins us now live. She spoke to the candidates running for Roanoke's Commonwealth's attorney about how they plan to address the issue. Sydney?
Well, Democratic candidate Melvin Hill and current Commonwealth's attorney Don Caldwell both say something needs to be done about the gun violence. Hill plans to focus on education, whereas Caldwell is calling on more witnesses to go to court and testify.
With more than 40 shootings since the start of the year and 3 homicides in the past month, Roanoke's crime rate is on the rise. The city's Commonwealth's attorney is responsible for prosecuting violent and felony crimes. It's a position Don Caldwell has held since 1979.
We are in a situation where we're having a lack of cooperation among witnesses.
In November, Caldwell will be running for re-election against Democratic candidate Melvin Hill, who says he plans to focus on gun violence prevention in hopes of preventing cases to prosecute.
I want to be the prosecutor who comes to the city of Roanoke after my term is up, and I was able to reduce violent and criminal activity by 10, 20, 30, or 40%.
How Hill plans to do it? Collaboration.
Each assistant Commonwealth's attorney will be assigned a part of the city, and in that part of the city we will talk to churches, we'll deal with the schools, we'll partner with the DARE program, we'll talk to nonprofit organizations.
Caldwell says he has and plans to continue working with Roanoke Police and other entities in the valley, but says his main priority is in the courthouse.
The function of my office is to prosecute cases that are brought to us by the police. That's our sole function. We do not have staff to go out in the community and act as cheerleaders, go out in the community and play basketball with people. My people are here to go to court.
Both Hill and Caldwell say there's a gang or gang-like groups problem in Roanoke, which needs to be addressed to curb the gun violence we've been seeing. Reporting live in Roanoke, Sydney Jackstimer, 10 News, working for you.
Happening tonight, Democratic governor candidate Terry McAuliffe and Republican Glenn Youngkin will meet in their first debate. It's at the Appalachian School of Law in Grundy at 7. You can watch it live on our website. Just log on to WSLS.com. There are only 2 debates scheduled during this election cycle leading up to November the 2nd.
Turning now to your forecast, cloudy skies have stuck with us today.
Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich is here, and he joins us now. So you're actually tracking some showers out there.
Yeah, and we're even seeing a little bit of sunshine as we close out the day. But the sunshine is destabilizing the atmosphere in some areas and has created some rather strong thunder showers over the last couple of hours out across south side locations. You'll notice that there's not a whole lot happening in the mountains. There's one little shower along the Montgomery and Pulaski County line. We've got a couple of showers, say, towards Stanton up in Augusta County. Majority of the rain extending from Nelson County south into parts of Pennsylvania and Halifax counties. Right now, very heavy rain being reported in between Seneca and Alta Vista, right along the Campbell, Pennsylvania County line. Also seeing some pretty heavy rain along the Halifax, Pennsylvania County line as well. South Boston, you are still getting wet, and you've been probably the wettest locale here over the last 2 to 3 hours or so. This evening, temperatures drop from the mid to upper 70s into the low to mid 70s by around 10. Still going to have the chance for some leftover showers, maybe even a stray storm through about 10 or 11. And after that, we'll dry out and see some fog developing. The wedge was here today, maybe breaking a little bit, but it may hang on a touch even as we head into tomorrow morning. And that means tomorrow temperatures are going to be held down some, highs in the 70s and 80s. Going to have abundant cloud cover tomorrow morning, but just like today, may see a little bit of sunshine come the afternoon, and we could have a few more downpours even as we head into Friday afternoon and Friday evening. Lindsay?
Property managers nationwide have had to adjust on the fly for renters. Rules and regulations are constantly shifting regarding evictions for those who don't pay rent. When a renter misses a bill in Virginia, landlords are required to work with them. Local landlords say it's been difficult trying to help their tenants while protecting themselves at the same time.
At first, there was a lot of paperwork, a lot of time that went into it, and it could take up to, I'd say, almost 6 months to be able to get that information in.
While managers say it's been tough to navigate through the new normal, the process is getting easier.
After striving to attain her U.S. citizenship, a local woman is now helping others. Zuhel Alvarez-Cortez started the DREAM initiative in December to help find local resources for people to attain citizenship. She finds financial assistance and classes to help people prepare for the tests and fees to earn a certificate. She was inspired by her mother, who chose to move from Mexico to the U.S. to give her children a chance at a better life.
For more than 15 years, my mom was telling me, so, hey, do your citizenship, so you can vote and you can have a voice.
In 9 months, Cortez has helped 5 people gain their citizenship.
It's almost time for fried Oreos and carnival rides once again, what you can expect from the Danville, Pennsylvania County Fair.
Tomorrow, a house becomes a home. The memories this year's Home for Good homebuyer is looking forward to creating.
Have a question about current events, new laws? We can help. Just ask 10. It's easy. Go to WSLS.com, click on the menu icon, and click Ask 10. Type your question, and we'll work on an answer. Ask 10 on WSLS.com.
Almost a year after voters approved the new casino in Danville, today officials unveiled these pictures of what it will look like. 10 News reporter Tim Harfman explains how these designs are already exceeding expectations.
With rolling the dice on Danville, Caesars unveiled renderings Thursday for its new casino and resort, slated to open late 2023. The design team met with city leaders and held listening sessions with the community, and they think they've hit the jackpot.
How do you blend this iconic Caesars brand with the rich history of Danville, Schoolfield, and the Dan River Mill? That was the challenge for the architect, and I think we met that challenge.
The venue revolves around the city's iconic smokestacks, using brick and other materials to play off the city's rich history. The design already exceeds expectations, upping the original plan from 300 to 500 hotel rooms and a price tag going from $400 to $500 million. There will be restaurants connected to well-known chef Gordon Ramsay, a spa, fitness center, and pool. 1,400 slot machines will go along with the meeting and convention space. Danville City Manager Ken Larking says the resort will be a hub for the community, bringing more tax revenue and tourism.
That gives people a reason to want to live in your community. Obviously, there's economic opportunity through jobs, and then after that, there's the suppliers that have to supply the resort.
The resort plans to bring 900 construction and 1,300 hospitality jobs. Livingston says the first portion to be built is the 18-story hotel.
Developers say residents will soon see a difference in this site. The water tower is expected to come down next week. Demolition will then continue with hopes of having a shovel in the ground this December. In Danville, Tim Harfman, 10 News, working for you.
Rides, games, and prizes return to Southside this weekend for the Danville, Pennsylvania County Fair. The event kicks off tomorrow afternoon and it runs through September the 25th. Organizers say they'll have the most food vendors they have ever had, as well as a petting zoo. The fair covers about 15 acres, allowing space for people to social distance.
We do have signs up saying that we do adhere to the CDC recommendation. We are outdoors. If you feel like wearing a mask, wear a mask. But as far as that, we're leaving it up to the public to remain safe.
To learn more, we have a link at WSLS.com.
The 12th annual Lynchburg Beer, Wine, and Cider Festival is happening this Saturday at Riverfront Park in Lynchburg. The festival will feature more than 70 different vendors, all of them from Virginia. You'll be able to find food, crafts, and of course, drinks. The festival starts at noon and runs until 7 p.m. There is an option to buy a designated driver ticket for those who prefer not to drink.
We've seen a little more sunshine east this afternoon, more clouds to the west, but even in the mountains, you're starting to see the clouds breaking up just a little bit. This is a live picture from our Poor Mountain Sky Cam. We'll let you know which weekend day looks better for outdoor plans coming up.
In less than 24 hours, this year's Home for Good home buyer will have the keys to his brand new home.
Tomorrow, we'll dedicate the home we've been building in partnership with Habitat for Humanity in the Roanoke Valley, generous community sponsors, and volunteers.
We caught up with Roanoke native Clarence Caldwell as his dreams of owning a home are about to come true.
It feels like it was just yesterday, but it's been about 5 months since Clarence Caldwell hammered the first nail into wooden boards that would be used to build his house. A house he has spent hundreds of hours helping to build from the ground up.
It's been hot and hard, but learned a lot, met a lot of nice people.
On Friday, all of that hard work will pay off as we dedicate Mr. Caldwell's home and Habitat hands him the keys.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'll be able to move in the next day. And my grandkids can come over and I can sleep in my own bed in my own home.
This marks the 7th Home for Good project WSLS 10 News has done in collaboration with Habitat for Humanity in the Roanoke Valley, generous community sponsors, and volunteers.
It's just an amazing partnership that is a blessing, and it enables us to serve a very qualified family that is in need of housing.
Despite some supply slowdowns brought on by the pandemic that delayed the dedication a few weeks, nothing can stop the joy Mr. Caldwell has and the memories he's looking forward to creating in his home for good.
Spending time in my house, having family and friends to celebrate holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas.
And we will bring you live coverage of our Home for Good dedication tomorrow starting at noon.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Not a whole lot happening in the mountains right now. Highlands, New River Valley, Mountain Empire, just maybe one little shower along the Montgomery-Pulaski County line just north of Radford. But you head a little farther east and we have some showers and thunder showers extending from Nelson County south into Pittsylvania and also into Halifax counties. We do have maybe a stray shower near Forest just to the west of Lynchburg. Then you head up towards Amherst. In Amherst County, you've got a heavier rain cell. We also have some heavier downpours out across eastern parts of Nelson County. Some of these showers may work their way a little closer to Livingston here within about the next maybe 10 to 20 minutes or so. All right, the bigger picture showing that we do have an onshore flow coming in from the Atlantic Ocean, and that is pulling some moisture in from a tropical low that is going to continue to bring us a threat for a little more rain even as we head into the day on Friday. So Friday looks to be very similar to today. What we're tracking, we're still keeping an eye on Nicholas in Louisiana right now. Also watching this tropical low just offshore of North Carolina. That is what is going to continue to bring us every now and again some scattered downpours as we head into the day on Friday, and that east to northeast wind will continue at least Friday morning, and that means temperatures tomorrow will still be in the 70s and 80s. Better chances for some isolated to widely scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening before we start to see the rain really go away by around 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow evening. Now, as far as college football forecasts, of course, Virginia Tech is making its way to Morgantown. Kickoff at noon versus West Virginia. Temperatures at kickoff in the mid to upper 70s with a chance for some thunder showers developing as the day goes on. Liberty hosts Old Dominion. That kickoff is at 6 p.m. on Saturday. Going to be humid with maybe a couple of showers possible in the Hill City. And then UVA goes to Chapel Hill, kickoff 7:30 on Saturday evening. Going to be partly cloudy and warm for that game. I think you may have a few thunder showers if you're heading to Chapel Hill to tailgate before the UVA Carolina game, but I think during the game you should be for the most part dry. New drought monitor came out earlier today and not much has changed. Portions of Southside still abnormally dry. Portions of the Highlands still abnormally dry. Not much has changed since the last drought monitor 1 week ago. We still need the rain across the region, and some of us are getting some right now, especially in areas that need it most. 78 right now in Martinsville, 74 Danville, 70 in South Boston. Simply put, it is cooler where it's rained, warmer where it hasn't. In Roanoke, for example, It's 81. You've been dry all day. Now, the latest of the 90-degree heat usually occurs as we head into September, okay? The average is between September 9th and September the 18th for most of us. Now, the last of the 90-degree heat occurred anywhere between September 14th and 15th. Keep in mind, that was just a couple of days ago. With Blacksburg, your last 90-degree day happened on August the 28th. Patchy fog is going to develop once any evening showers or thunder showers end. 61 to 68 tonight, and then tomorrow, a few more downpours, especially in the afternoon. Highs tomorrow in the 70s and low to mid 80s. Your extended forecast showing a little bit unsettled through Saturday, drying out Sunday. Still going to have the chance for some pop-up thunder showers Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Appy?
All right, Jeff, the Washington football team will try and tackle the tough turnaround and the New York football Giants tonight. And we've got another Thursday night special game of the week, the Titans and the Highlanders. A live report is coming. Sports is next.
And now, the Freedom First Sports Desk with John Appicello.
All righty, 1st and 10, Week 4 gets started early tonight with our game of the week. It's a battle of two undefeated teams. Our own 10 Sports' Brooke Leonard is at Bogle Stadium tonight for the showdown of undefeateds. Brooke, should be a good one.
Definitely should be a good one. And honestly, on paper, these two teams couldn't really be any more different, but they do have one thing in common. They're both undefeated. And if we know one thing, we will get some good football tonight.
After a crazy spring that saw Glenvar in the Region 2C championship, it was safe to say their momentum would carry into the fall.
We've been working hard all off season, and we just went out there and executed, and now we're 3-0.
But tonight, they'll face one of the biggest surprises this September has seen, a 3-0 Hidden Valley team loaded with convincing wins and a high-quality offense.
They definitely have some good skill positions. They love the pass, they're athletic, they're fast. Just got to stop that.
Last year we had a rough start. I think not having the experience, and this year being experienced and being able to take advantage of situations and just feel more comfortable on the field and in the pocket.
Glenvar is also undefeated, chock full of returners on both sides of the ball, and are notorious for their nose to the grindstone style of play.
They're just physical and they play really hard, and they've got a good scheme. They're well coached. Like, you know, for us in terms of that, defensively, we got to worry about them running the ball, and they've obviously got a really good quarterback, them throwing the ball.
It's easy to say, may the best man win, but when it's two of the best in the same county, it boils down to one thing.
The team that executes the best, limits their mistakes, typically wins. When you have two good football teams, and I think we're both pretty good football teams, and I think it'll just come down to who executes better and who doesn't shoot themselves in the foot.
Appy, this game was supposed to start at 7 p.m., but the clock behind me, it looks like about 50 minutes is when we're going to see the kickoff. And, of course, we'll have all the highlights, posts, and reaction coming up at 11. Back to you.
All right, Brooke, looking forward to it. Thank you very much. You take on 10, some upset picks. I've got the Colts. Brooke likes Philly. Eric's all about Tyrod Taylor, our head-to-head competition with Freedom First. Brent liking the Raiders, Mr. Dixon going Bears, and Jeremiah rolling with them boys. I am not rolling with them boys. Meantime, Salem hosting Delmarva tonight. Important game for them. The Keydets are at Cornell, and more changes. LCA Rustburg has been moved to Monday. Back to y'all.
All right. Thank you, Appy. NBC Nightly News is coming up next.
We will see you back here at 7.